Yes, Ham Zambo. Welcome to the Vibe Scoop show on this particular wonderful evening. We hope that you are doing well. This is a Vibe Scoop podcast, and we are starting it off with a wonderful jam right there by the one and only Ben Soul. This particular jam is brand new and it features the one and only Mordecai Dex as well as Okelo Max. For those who have not heard from Okelo Max, please make sure you go check him out on YouTube and you'll find some of his songs right there. And it's amazing how he gets to do his music with the Luo language. People want to represent their culture in different ways, and therefore Kello Marx is doing just that, and he's doing it in a wonderful way. Just getting to represent his people from their lakeside. I hope that you are well and you are glad to be with us on this podcast. Of course, I will put you entertainment news, new trends, as well as music, culture, fashion, politics, and also everything else that is trending right here on the Vibe Scoop. So, Karibu Sana, in case you want to find us on our social media, you can look for us at Pumzi Africa on Twitter, Pumzi Africa on Instagram, Pumzi Africa on Facebook as well, and everywhere else in between. And of course, if you want to hit us up on our email, you can write to us, pumziafrica@gmail.com. And we would absolutely love to hear from you and keep it interactive with you. So there's a whole lot of things going on, and I'm talking about new music. If you haven't come across these particular jams, today I will be putting you on to the top five latest hits that have been dropped by Kenyan artists, and I'm talking about the likes of Nadia Mukami. There are so many people who are fans of Nadia Mukami, and maybe perhaps you don't know what Nadia Mukami has been up to right after they dropped their project with her husband. And that was quite something because Aruboy and Nadia Mukami, they put up one of the best projects, I would say, sometimes back. But every other time people want to hear new music, and that is why we believe that you want to hear also what Nadia Mukami has in store for you this particular one. And she just dropped a new song. She actually just dropped a new song, and this is a song with Darasa. In case you haven't checked it out, it's known as a Siko Sure. And maybe perhaps I should give you a little bit of the taste of a Siko Sure. And from that, you will let me know what you feel about this particular jam. It's an piano kind of a feel. And it has also collaborated, or it features Darasa from Tanzania. We can call Darasa Tanzania's finest right now. He's doing big bangers and doing big collaborations. And therefore, Nadia Mukami went the rightful way. But the sound is a bit of piano and bongo mix. So you shall listen to this one and let me know how you feel about it. And maybe perhaps out of 10, how would you rate this particular jam? Out of 10, maybe perhaps how would you rate this particular jam out of 10? I would absolutely love to hear from you. Like I said, the name of the jam, it's known as Siko Sure. And here it is. Hello, Yes, that is a little bit of the vibe by Darasa featuring, Nadia Mukami featuring Darasa. And the jam is absolutely jamming. If you do get to ask me, but nonetheless, I did ask you out of 10, how many would you give to this particular song? I would say maybe perhaps for me, it's a total 8. And I don't know how you feel about that particular song. And talking about the music, this show, the Vibe Scoop, is about what is happening with the new music scene. I did tell you that Okelo Max and Ben Soul did put a new song. The name of that particular one, And the one I just played you by Nadia Mokami, it's known as Siko Sure. And of course, apart from that, the number three song that has been jamming the most on different playlists is by the two of your most favorite artists, I would presume. And I'm talking about Nyashinsky as well as Femi One. We all know the jam known as Properly, which did get to score over 1 million views in a short time. And the duo are right now back with a new song, which is actually known as Under the Influence. I don't know why many people in Kenya like to make music for alcohol or make music for the party life. A whole lot of people make songs about drinking till morning, and others, just like Kiani, when they make their music, they want to talk about furaha ni kulewa na marafiki, which is also something agreeable, and it's a party banger. But this one, it's known as Under the Influence, and it's by the one and only Nyashinsky and 21. Let me know how you feel. Yes, and that is Nyashinsky. The name of the jam is Under the Influence. Let me know how you feel about it, because at the end of the day, Nyashinsky is jamming the most, and he is an ambassador for Jamie Walker, Johnny Walker, if I'm not, yeah, Johnny Walker. And I think that is why he makes music for the club and, for the consumption culture of drinks. And as an ambassador for this brand, I would assume that he will be getting a whole lot of back for putting out the. Nonetheless, this is a Vibe Scoop, and we are talking about new music right here in the 254. And apart from Matters Music, before I let you know what the number 4 and number 5 songs are, we do have a new icon to celebrate, and we are talking about the new marathon record holder. And this is also a Kenyan. And I would say every other time someone goes out and breaks a record, someone goes out and breaks a record, there's a whole lot of promise that is made by the Kenyan government that if you go out as a Kenyan and break a record, the moment you get back into Kenya, you're supposed to get about 2 million shillings, just to welcome you back and just to congratulate you. And this is a Kelvin Kiptum. Kelvin Kiptum did break the marathon world record in a sensational fashion at the 2023 Chicago Marathon on Sunday. That was on 8th October. Having recently told Olympics.com that in the future, I know I can run 2 hours, and we are trying to see if anyone will ever get to hit that particular target of running less than 2 hours. The Ineos was a setup or was a hallmark where you do get to run the marathon in less than 2 hours. So this is a new record held by a Kenyan, which is something to congratulate him for. And this is a wonderful, very, very wonderful. Kevin Kiptum did smash Eliud Kipchoge's record, and we are trying to see if he can still maintain the same or the momentum. He's quite young compared to Eliud Kipchoge, so we might hope that even in the future he might also break another record. But yes, we want to congratulate Kelvin Kiptum as the Vibe Scoop right here on the show. And I hope that he gets to, not just him, but even other fellow compatriots who are in the athletics. They get to do more. And that Olympics is coming up next year, and we are looking to see that a good team gets to represent us on the court when they get there to the Olympics in France. It's supposed to be held in France next year. And therefore, that is something that we can all look forward to. And I hope that at the end of the day, they get to represent us and make us proud in the Olympics in France 2024. But nonetheless, we are getting back to the music pipe. Like I did say, a whole lot of good music has come out, and I am talking about music by the one and only Octopizzo, the number four song that we are going to be looking into in the list of new tracks. I'm talking about Octopizzo's new song. It's known as Wapi Kompe. Wapi Compare really is a jam that is just Octopizzo flexing, and asking his competitors where is the competition? Because when I look around, I do not see any kind of a competition from anyone. And we know Octopizzo and his style. He's an artist who is really pushing the limits in many ways. I would say in terms of putting on for the fellow Kibera artist. He's doing the most, and this is Jam. Let me know how you feel about this particular one. Some people would say that that is some rap with a class or some rap with a good edge on it. And Kibera's finest, Octopizzo, has done the most and keeps representing. And his videos, in case you have been following and are looking at the videos, the quality of videos that Kibera's finest does, you realize that he gets to shoot his videos outside the country. Most of the time in Europe, sometimes in the US, and really never in the 254. But anyhow, I would say that he's a jam known as a Wapi Compare. And this is just him trying to put across the fact that he is the one and only, and not there is no competition for him. I believe that is exactly what he's actually just trying to put out right there, so that for Octopizzo number nine, there is no competition. And of course, going on to more music, we just like to get you onto the number five song. We were just trying to get you updated on what is happening with the new music. And I would say that Fena Gitu also has a new jam, and I'm talking about a jam with another artist that you have also mentioned before. I'm talking about a jam with Okello Max, and this is also representing for the Lakeside. This particular jam is known as Pogna Martin. In case you're listening in from the Lakeside, I would love to know. And but the jam is really jamming, and here's a little bit of the taste of a Pogna Martin by Fena Gitu at number 5 on the Vibe Scoop.